Jeff Howard here at Kiteboarding.com, and we've been asked to review the new draft from Naish. Now, the draft, the thing that's happening right now in the industry is this racing is kicking on, and every manufacturer you will see, they're going to be kicking it up this year to get into that race scene. Racing kites definitely take some tweaking. We have been testing a lot of the other race kites. There are plenty of them out there, and this is the new one from Naish. They're trying to kick into the scene, and this is what they're going for. It's called the Draft. This is for 2013. Now, we've got a 12 meter here. We're looking it over, trying to get the fine points about it, see what they did in design aspects, see if they changed little things here and there. Now, the big thing about race kites is they are high aspect. They got to get high aspect. The downside of high aspect kites is their turning speed. Now, some of them are working on that. If you lighten up your tips, you get an increased turning speed. You can also widen the tip a little bit, and that's what I see they did a little bit on the Draft. It is narrow, but they did make it where it kicks into, when you get into that warping, it increases the turning speed. We're going to get this in the air here soon. We wanted to get this in here and get a good review and look at the structural side of it and let you know what they changed. Now, they did go with the standard Naish octopus pump system. Now, they've got this refined. In the last few years, we haven't seen any problems with it, working really, really well. It all pumps up. Now, when you want to let the air out, you do have to let out the air at each strut. Now, the smaller sizes in the Draft, you've got the 7, 9, and the 12. 12 down, they all have 5 struts. That's to increase the performance. That increases speed. When you put the struts in there, it tightens the cell and gives you a lot more performance. Now, the sizes 14 and 17, they decrease the struts. That gets your performance in light winds. So that's a big, big difference. A lot of people don't understand that if you lighten up a machine, lighten up a kite, you're going to get a higher performance out of it. You're going to get more performance in that lighter wind. So in the higher type winds, the 12 and down, they did put the 5 struts in here. They all do pump up with the octopus system, but to let the air out, you do have to unplug each one of them in each strut. Now, a big thing is happening in the race scene, and I truly believe from designing kites for many years, is if you can design a kite right, you can put a static bridle on it. That means there are no pulleys in this system. It's a direct connect to the kite. It definitely, to me, gives you more feel of what that kite is doing. Not that wishy-washy feeling of the bridle's moving or the pulley's moving on the bridle. A static bridle, if you work on it long enough, any kite out there can go to a static bridle. And it is something I really, really like. That's just my personal point. It keeps out a system of anything of failure, anything of wear, but it does take a lot more work. So these guys did do some work on this kite, and that's a really cool thing. It definitely disperses the load out throughout the kite. You will see probably soon, they'll probably put some race bridles on these or come out with an option. That's drag. That is happening in a lot of the other race kites, but they did a really, really nice, clean job. Here's this wingtip that I was talking to you about. They widened this wingtip a little out. They do have some kind of system, I'm guessing they're going to be bringing out and showing, which is a help to get these things off the water, which I would call a reverse relaunch, or getting a wingtip to catch and bring it up. Because the higher aspect the kite is, the harder it is to get it to roll over and get it to relaunch. Again, they have a direct connect back here on the back line as well. Real simple, real short bridle. I like that as well. Keeps from tangling or anything else if the kite does go down. Everything is built up very heavy duty. They've done the Naish style. Naish is definitely known to put some bling on their kites, which is really cool. It does take some time and it does cost extra, but it looks really cool. You can see the print all the way across the leading edge. All the struts and all the leading edge is fully printed. It looks really cool. Just adding in some neat little things to the kite, make them look really sharp and good. Wear points are fantastic on this kite. They've got Dacron and insignia cloth in a lot of the areas that would wear on the back of the struts, around the leading edge, and everything else. And I like that point because it makes the kite last a lot longer. Along the trailing edge, they run the Dacron. It's not just a double layer. They also did a great reinforcement. This is something I haven't seen. It's neat to watch to see if they'll come up with it. But right here where the Dacron meets onto the cell, they're putting insignia cloth. That cuts down the wear and tear. If you directly attach Dacron trailing edge up to a cell, it will cut the cell. They did a great job. All these little fine points, that's just what Naish is known for, and I love to see that side of things. Anything else? I'm trying to get some points. They've done some great leading edge placements here, segmented leading edge, which is great. It definitely forms out the shape. I can't wait. I said I can't wait to get this on the water. It definitely does look like it's got some performance to it. Overall, I think it's probably a little heavier than some of the kites. We'd like to weigh these. We're going to put it together with some of the other race kites and give you some tips on that. But I'm definitely happy with this kite. I cannot wait to get it into the air, see its performance. Now the big thing is, it's not just race. Something to think about these high performance kites is if you want to jump the highest jumping and the highest performance, that's what these kites are known for. The faster you can ride with a kite, the higher jump you are. So you're going to see some really cool high jump type competitions and stuff. You'll see this kite, you'll see a lot of the other high performance, very, very high aspect kites in that range. So if you're interested in getting into that side of things, the racing, the high speed, the jumps, it is a lot of fun. That's something I really enjoy, and I love these high performance type kites like this. So that's Jeff Howard here at Kiteboarding.com to give you a review of the new 2013 Naish Draft kite.